Happy New Year. I am so happy to be back today in 2019. Today is January 7th. Yes, January 7th. And I am going to be working on my very first video for 2019. I do have a couple of videos that I haven't put out yet that I filmed last year, and I will try and get those. But this project, I just could not wait to get started because we're still at the beginning of January and I don't want to fall too far behind. I've been so busy with other things. You know what, let me rewind here a little bit and start by introducing myself in case I have some new people here on my YouTube channel. If you are new, thank you so much for coming along and wanting to craft and get our crafty wiggles out together. My name is Claudia, and I am known as White Sugar Designs on Instagram, Facebook, Corey's Design Team, Facebook group, Pinterest, my blog, and here in YouTube, my YouTube channel. I am a long-time crafter. I belong to several design teams, and one of them is the Reset Girl. I am super excited to be working today with one of her most popular challenges, I will say. One of these challenges that she puts out every month is the Lister's Got a List, and everybody loves this challenge. Everybody gets super excited. She puts out prompts of things that you can list. So they're basically little mini lists that you can do. And the way I'm going to be doing this year, my Lister's Got a List, is a little bit different, and I just couldn't wait to share that with you. So here I am. So this year, I came up with something different. I wanted to create my Lister's Got a List project, hopefully for the entire year, in a different way. And a lot of times you see Lister's Got a List on either altar books, old books, or regular TNs, or even on planners, all sorts of different things. But I wanted to do something different, and I was trying to use find a way of how I can use all my larger journaling cards. I have a really large collection of them, and to be honest, I'm very far behind on my Project Life albums, but I have plenty of this size, and these are, they're 4x6, yeah, 4x6 large journal cards. You have smaller ones which are half the size, but this was perfect, and so I wanted to come up with the project that I can use this larger journaling cards. And I did an actual little mini album that you can do using those rings, one on either side here or even on the top. But one of the projects that I came up with, and which will work perfect with my Lister's Got a List, are this little book, fake books boxes. And I went on the hunt for a box of even a ring binder that will hold this size card, and I couldn't. And then I remember these boxes, and what's the word? I was gonna say lo and behold, I don't know if that's right, but the point is that, look at this. Oops, so hold on. So you can see how perfect and how awesome this size journaling cards can fit in this little fake book looking boxes. I got this one and this one here. I have two at Tuesday morning, and they were $4.99, $5.99. They came in all different sizes, but this size just worked just perfect. Even the one I showed you on the other one had round corners. This one doesn't, and yet it still fits in there just perfect. I was very happy because I knew that this was going to be the way I was going to be working on my Listers Got a List for 2019. Now, the only thing that I was iffy about was the covers. This one I absolutely do not like. I mean, it is pretty, but it's just not my style. And you know, the writing, I don't know. I think my idea when I got them is that I was going to decorate or change the look of the box itself. Now, if you can find one that's super pretty and that you like and that you don't mind, like this one here, I don't think I minded. I think it's very pretty, and I'm not going to decorate this one. I'm still debating to do it on this because the thing is I want to be able to store these like this. So can you imagine having several of these just stacked up so nice and neat, and a cute little shelf in your craft room? And so if I decorate the top with something, then it's, you know, they're not gonna fit perfectly like this. And so that's my dilemma here, but I'm still thinking about it. I think that if I was to find, look, oh my gosh, they fit even like this. They line up so just precise. So you can have rows and rows of them, I guess, if this was a project that you wanted to do. I'm sure I can come up with other things other than Listers Got a List to do in here. I was even thinking of to actually make an actual little mini album of some sort. So let's say you went on vacation and I don't know, let's say you went to Florida. I don't know, I'm just gonna say that, or yeah, let's say Florida, and you took photos, and your photos were, you know, the size of a oh, I have one here, hold on. This photo here is a 4x6, I'm sorry, a 3x4. So as you can see, it's half of one of these cards. So when I print them on my selfie Canon, they print out like this in two, and then I just cut them and I can get two. But if you went on a holiday, on a vacation, then you can totally document that trip in a little box like that. And I could just see myself writing, you know, the year and where we went. Right here on the spine, fake spine of the book. And wouldn't that be cute? You could do your photo right here and all your journaling about the photo on the back. And then here is the thing that I've been dying to test. I haven't counted, but I mean, look at how many cards are here. I mean, there's gotta be at least 50 or 60 cards, and I can put them all in there. And there's still lots of space inside the box. So I know that they will hold a lot of cards. So let's see. I mean, that's amazing. How many would that be? I don't know. I could count them, but that is a lot of cards. Now, of course, they would have to be decorated flat, because if you were to add embellishments and things, they're gonna start getting thicker and thicker, and obviously you would not be able to put this many inside the box. But this would be a good I don't know, Bible journaling. I could just totally see, you know, writing notes or Bible verses or anything like that. And if you don't mind not having them decorated, I mean, the cards themselves can be very pretty. Obviously not all of these will work, but you get the idea. You know, if you found a pretty card like that, you can just write on it, and now you are set to go. So I took the time to describe my project, what it is, what I'm going to do, and now let's get to doing it. So I hope that you found this new idea here kind of cool. I think it's super cool because it's kind of unique. Like I said, look at how pretty this box is on the inside. This book belongs to, you can write your name. So if you can find some boxes that are very beautiful and you don't need to do anything to the outside, hey, that's that's awesome. But you know, maybe this one I will just maybe use a little bit of paint and maybe some washi tape, something that can still be flat so that it won't interfere when it comes to storing the boxes. So I wanted to show you both of the boxes that I had and some of the journal cards that I'm intending to use. Also, my Lister's Got a List prompts, which I will cut here in a minute off camera so you can, you know, we can save time since I've been talking for a while. I've already pre-cut some of the things. This is washi strips that came as part of the Focus kit. I've already cut some of the smaller journaling cards because my intention is, so for example, this one here, I could cover it like that, and oh my gosh, the colors lined up so perfect. And you know, still use it because this little journal cards here have all the lines for me to write and create my lists. And I mean, I guess if I wanted to, I could do one on either side. Why wouldn't I, right? Not waste the space and have them on both sides. But again, that might limit my amount of cards that will fit in the box because things will start getting chunky, but that's okay. I'm gonna give it a go and see how it works out. If you want to try it as well, I hope it works out for you. And other things that I've pre-cut for the decoration of the tags are just my flowers, because those take a long time and I kind of wanted to move fast since I was going to be talking at the beginning of the video. So you will see me grab more of the embellishments from the kit. They are amazing and beautiful and gorgeous, and I'm planning to use these little embellishments and keep everything flat. Not trying to add anything that has some sort of a dimension. But look at these rosettes, how beautiful they are. And I'm gonna cut one here just to show you that you can use, if you have a scallop punch, and I believe this is the 1.5. Oh, sorry, it's a 2-inch. That's the 2-inch. And it works perfect because the little rosettes have a little bit of those scallop edges. And this kind of mimics that, punch mimics that. So it'll be easy for you to just punch them out and have that very pretty look. The kit also included these other little embellishments that you can stack on top of the of the rosettes. And of course, I can't find him now, but they're in here because I had him so that I could keep him ready when you, oh, right here. So you can use, they look like little buttons. You can, you know, stack these on top of each other. And I'm sure these are the 1/2 inch. So it'll be easy for you to punch and stack them up on top of that. So let's get going. I will go ahead and stop talking now and get working on the project. So now you know what it is, what I'm going to be using to decorate them. And if I feel like I need to explain something, I will do a little voiceover as I am working on each of the tags. I'm not going to be doing the whole entire, I don't know how many I'll get to do today, but just to kind of get you started and get you inspired, hopefully, so that you yourself can work on this type of project, whether it's for the Lister's Got a List or something else fun that you can come up with. So let's get going. Okay, here we go. I am only going to cut a few of these so that you can see there's a little trick if you don't have the So Elusive punch, the E-Cake Success. We've all been looking for it and Amazon has been sold out. So here is a way to get around that. If you have a small little hole punch like this one, you can use that to punch out the corner of the little tickets, and it works just as well. It's a few more little steps, but it looks nice rather than if you want to just cut it, you know, fussy cut it with your scissors. Like I said, a few more little steps, but I don't necessarily mind it. So just trying to keep my area tidy. And I'm gonna go through not all of them, but most of my cards, trying to pick the ones that either don't have a lot going on, a lot of writing on them or something. If they do have an image, that I can actually cover it up with the journaling cards. I am looking at the back of them because sometimes the backs are I don't know, they're just kind of the ones that come only one-sided. Most of these are by Becky Higgins. I have, I found them here and there on sale at Joann's, and I just buy them. There is another project that I've been meaning to work with them because, again, I have them and I think they're the perfect size. So one of these days I'm going to finally get to work on that. So I'm just kind of arranging them now. I'm only going to work on 3 of them just to give you an idea. And it's kind of the same principle as when I was working on my Faithful Girl challenge, where I was using tags to work on those challenges. So I think that when we work on something that's smaller, on a smaller scale, it's less intimidating because there's less surface area for us to have to work on and decorate. Now, if you are the type that likes to decorate, sometimes that's hard because then you don't have enough space. But in this case, because I have so many projects in mind that I want to work on, I think when I can move fast and work on a project and get it done and it's still super cute, that's totally a win-win. So I'm trying to basically figure out what embellishments I'm going to use on which card, and what the prompts, which ones go with what. So I'm measuring my my little punches because I have so many, and like I said, I've collected them throughout the years. So I hope that if you see something in here, that you might not find that one exactly, but I think that as long as you find the right measurements, which they tend to come in increments of, I believe, half an inch, half an inch, an inch, an inch and a half, 2, and so on. Some of these are getting dull and I feel like I need to replace them. Now this punch, you can use a smaller one, but I wanted the circle to stay that size. When these digital images are made, they are made to be wider than the actual punch, because that way it ensures that you will have you won't have any white space around it. But for me, I wanted that one reddish circle to be larger, and so that's why I ended up fussy cutting it, but that's just my preference to keep things easy and simple. Just using the punches is always best. So I'm just again lining things up. I use the the list itself, because they come in order. And if if you care about that sort of thing, if once you've cut them, if you don't know which one came first, which is number 2, you can always use the list to refer back, and then just arrange them on your whatever you're working on, and then add your numbers. So in my case, I wanted to add the little numbers just as part of another cute little accent. So I did refer back to the list, and you'll see me doing that here in a minute. But the little numbers that came in this collection, they look like watercolor, so I decided to punch them out just to make them look just a little bit cleaner. And there, I was using the list to figure out which of the prompts was number 1, which was number 2, so that I can assign the numbers. And then, of course, I wanted to coordinate the colors of the journal card itself, plus where I'm going to be writing the smaller journal card. So as I was gluing my things, I realized, especially the ones with the lighter background, you see that there, I kind of pre-cut them, but didn't cut all the way on the edges. So there was a little bit of extra white around it. So I had to get it, take it off and then just trim it out. I have to use flowers, and so um, they're just so beautiful, and they just add that perfect little, I don't know, pretty embellishment. So one trick that I do sometimes, just because I don't know, is that being frugal or something else? I don't know. But instead of putting an entire flower behind something that's only going to have a little part of it sticking out, I cut it in half so that way I can actually use the other half on a different project. And that's exactly what I did there. So for this last journal card, I wanted to add a little bit more color. So I pulled out that purple that kind of goes with the card itself, and just kind of finalize my few more little details. I'm going to be coming to the end. This was very quick, but you get the idea. You can actually do these kind of in a assembly line technique where you can just line them up, line all your embellishments, and then just go to town and start gluing. And I'm sure you can move pretty quick with these prompts. So guys, thank you so much, and Happy New Year again. I hope to be back on full mode here of recording and editing and posting, hopefully weekly, because that's one of my goals this year. So don't hold me to it, but I will definitely try. Leave me any comments, any questions you have. There will be another video coming pretty quick here this week, so stay tuned, and I will have some close-ups at the end. I hope you enjoyed this project. I thought it was kind of cute and kind of nifty, so I hope you feel the same way. Don't forget to make time for yourself and get some crafty time in, because it is good for the soul. Thank you so much again, and if you make any of these, I would love to see them, so let me know if you do. Thanks so much. Until next time, take care. Bye.